Hey guys, I'm Michael Allen for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Man, I've done this video before, but it was a long time ago, and obviously it got lost in the YouTube history archives, and it's hard to find. So I'm going to redo it. A couple things first. I am not talking to people that have their residency here. I'm talking to basically immigrants, people coming down here for a few months or whatever, checking things out, seeing if they can work down here. This has nothing to do with residency. Residency is a different set of rules. So if you want to work legally and everything is on the up and up, you need to get your residency, okay? But this video is not about this. This is about getting a work permit. Also, I do realize there's exceptions to every rule, but in this case, not too many exceptions, I gotta say. So, and also, I'm not recommending, I'm not suggesting, I'm not saying what's right and what's wrong. I'm just saying after living here a long time, I know how things are, again, whether right or wrong. And please don't write me and go, but Michael Allen said if I do this, it'll all work out for me. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. Your life is not my responsibility. Okay, so if you don't know me and you were Googling how to get a work permit in Costa Rica and this video popped up, boy, did you get lucky. I'm going to save you time, homework, and ultimately frustration. You're not getting a work permit. Done. You're not getting a work permit. The only people that get work permits here are people that get signed up by like Mark Zuckerberg. You're working, it's a big organization, big tech company, businesses, people looking for outside talent, that a work permit is just part of the package. The person getting it doesn't, or getting that job probably doesn't even know anything about a work permit. It's just part of everything. They didn't look for a work permit. But people that look for work permits, you're not getting the work permit. So you're teaching English, you're not getting a work permit, I don't care what they say. And your specialty, or I do this, I should be able to get a work permit. Well, let me tell you that the locals can do anything you can do here. And that's kind of how it technically goes. Just like every country in the world, they're not supposed to be letting other outside people do what the locals can do. You know, it's that economic thing, right? Okay, so don't write me and go, but Mike, I have this special talent. Well, maybe you do, but you're not getting you're not getting a work permit. Okay, so but how does everybody work here? They don't have the residency, and how are they doing it? Well, just because I said you couldn't get a work permit, I didn't say you couldn't work. That's a different thing entirely. So how's everybody do it? Well, a lot of people are doing it illegally or under the table. The problem with doing it illegally and under the table is there's not a lot of future in it. You might be able to hang on for some months and stuff, but it's got that whole thing, you know, what are you going to do for the future? You kind of want to get things right so you're not always looking over your shoulder or being kind of stressed out. Am I going to get caught today? Type of thing. So, and a lot of times the illegal under the table things is usually more menial type jobs. You might be doing you might be helping a gringo friend manage his hotel, or you might be a yoga instructor and you're conducting some classes for somebody that owns the yoga place. You might, you're managing Airbnbs. You might be selling tours out on the streets of La Fortuna and getting a percentage of the tours you sell. Like me, a long time ago when we were struggling, I worked at a coffee shop. Why? Because my English was really good and I knew a little bit about coffee, and the guy, I sold a lot of stuff. And so I made a little money, which really helped over the hump. But technically, I mean, under the table, totally under the table. So, and I actually know people that have been like chefs, and a hotel will say, hey, we got a restaurant kitchen, you take it over and make it happen. What they're basically telling you is you invest all your money and try to make it happen. We're not giving you a dime, but we'll give you the place. There's something to be said for that, but might want to watch out on that one. The other thing is, it's a bigger problem for the employers. That's another reason why the work permit thing is hard. Sweeps do happen. I've been here where they come through looking for people working illegally here. Now, without trying to discriminate or sound prejudicial or whatever, they usually are looking for Nicaraguans and Colombians and not so much gringos, for lack of a better word. So how else can you do it? Well, what is legal, even as a non-resident, is starting your own business. So you can, let's take a restaurant. So you want to start a restaurant, you can start a restaurant. You hire all the locals, they're your waiters, your cooks and everything. You're just not allowed to work it. That's how it goes. You can own a business, you just can't technically work it. Now the thing is, I know a lot of people that do this, run their own businesses, and they're not residents here, and they all work it. They all work it. Again, not saying it's what they're supposed to be doing, but that's kind of how they do it. Now, what I wouldn't suggest is you being, drawing attention to yourself and maybe starting a hair salon in the middle of San Jose, and you're the only person, cutting hair. That might be a little apparent. So I don't recommend that, but for $700 you get a lawyer, you can start a business, totally legal. I know people like they do maintenance. They just kind of, they're a gringo maintenance LLC, and they go around. I mean, the likelihood of them getting caught, doing that is almost nil and none. The other thing, the biggest thing that people do to live in Costa Rica without a work permit is internet. It's huge. I know people that teach English to Chinese. They make big money. I know people that host gambling sites or bingo sites. They make whatever, $12 an hour, which may not seem like a lot, maybe, I don't know, in New Orleans, but here it does well. I know people that create websites or manage social media for people. All that, anything on the internet is good because you can do it from anywhere, right? And you're kind of flying under the radar a little bit, really. So, but you know what? It's not about that. You're not getting a work permit, okay? I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Peace, guys. Over to us.